Hopefully you guys can hear me. This is Leo's 4200. We're going to do a teardown. First we're going to do some inspection, make sure the motor's good. Let's see, get one in the chat. Hopefully you guys can hear me. This is Leo's 4200. We're going to do a teardown. First we're going to do some inspection, make sure the motor's good. Okay. It's got a time delay. It's a little weird. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a leak down to see where the engine's at. This engine was built by Self Racing. Unfortunately, they passed away, so we have no information on the engine. So we're going to inspect it, figure out what's going on with it, and try to build up some information on what we have to work with. Air hose in the shop. Okay. You guys seem to be. Week down number 1, 29%. Needs new fire water. It's supposed to be clear. Sorry, I had to get the firing order. Sorry about that. So, we'll rotate it 120 degrees. Do cylinder 5. All right, cylinder 5 is 22%. Cylinder 3 is 24%. Cylinder 6 is 30. Feedback. Hopefully I fixed that. Ooh. There's our problem child. Intake and exhaust. So cylinder 2, which we thought was our trouble child, 82% leak. And you can hear it in the throttle intake and the exhaust. So we have some problems there. Cylinder 4, 38%. So I put them on here. Cylinder 1, 29% with air coming out the exhaust. 522. 3 is 24. 6 is 30 with a little coming out of the intake. 2 is 82% with intake and exhaust air noise, and number 4 is 38 with air coming out of the intake. So we probably have some valve sealing issues. Now we'll check the valves and then we'll get ready to pull the motor out. So let me go ahead and get you an image of the engine up close. Comp racing cams, Crowler valve train, no VT, all direct setup. Okay, so now we'll do it valve adjustments. You know, let me put the camera on what I'm doing so you can see what's going on. See what that shot looks like. That looks pretty good. Chuck, can you see who's on who just hit my phone? That's my regular phone. 16. All right, so on the valve lash, you want to check the intakes when the exhaust is just cracking. So you bring it around until the exhaust just opens. Now you check the intake. You can answer it. Yeah, you can just answer it.
Hello? Say that again?
Other side. Hey, Leo.
Hey, George, how do we get in here?
Oh, Chuck will come out and open the gate. All right.
Okay.
So right now we're just figuring out where the lash is before we take it apart so we can get an idea where we got to go with it. A lot of them are really loose. Okay, now to check the exhaust, we'll go till the intake goes down and comes back up. As you can see, I don't know how good you can see on the screen, but now that the intake is coming back up, you can see the exhaust lobe is 180 from the rocker, which means it's at the full base. Oh, we got a big.
I've seen that car before. Was that at the track or something?
Yeah. All right, I just figured out what's wrong.
Oh, what is it?
We get the lifter height there and the lifter height there. Got a bent exhaust valve. I was just checking the valve lash and the rocker arm
Yeah, I know.
is off.
Well, that was quick.
So,
That could be a good thing.
Okay, we
Yeah.
can go home now.
all right, so as you can see here, I just took this rocker arm out. Now, we can't get it out with my big
There's
fingers.
a party in here. Hi.
Dave, Terry, and Leo,
Hey, Dave.
and
This is Yogi.
Yogi.
He's cleaning the floor. Doesn't have to be anything at all weird anyway.
They own this car, but you put a lot of name on the top.
So there's our problem. We got a bent exhaust valve right there.
Bent exhaust valve.
And you can see the leak downs. We got Number 1 is leaking out the exhaust. Number 6 is leaking out the intake. Of course, this one's leaking out the intake and exhaust. Number 4 is leaking out the intake.
So what does that mean?
Well, we definitely got to get the head off and see what's going on. Either the
Okay.
valve seats have moved or something.
Something's happened.
It may not be a vent valve, maybe just a valve seat fell out.
Yeah,
Well, that's what we got to finish up and figure out where we're at.
that was my first thought. It might be that. Wouldn't think it should be, considering that
Right.
Kevin's supposed to.
Oh, you've got this on camera.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't know that.
No,
Yes.
this just came from my daughter in North Carolina.
Yes, he's been quiet.
You don't have to. I mean, it's.
Well, it was over there, so we're like cleaning over here.
That just
16.
Nice job. Really did
We're
it.
live.
Thanks.
Kind of live.
Wish it would get the exhaust, the air, and the fans, air ducting, because it's just coming out of the floor over there. So,
Yeah.
all right, back to the next one. Exhaust just cracks. Check the intake.
We're almost at a flex plate bolt too, so we could take that.
Oh yeah, okay. You know what size that is? Chuck can grab some tools.
3/4.
Hey, you're not gonna be able to turn the car sitting on it,
Oh, yeah. sitting on
but we
this
can
other
we can
box.
we
Yeah,
can,
we
you
can
can
get it from under
sit underneath it.
We need an air gun, and we need a long extension. Half-inch.
You can probably use this 3/8 gun. Just get a long extension. Chuck, I got the. Milwaukee's are good tools. You can hit the ground and they still work.
Now you know I've been useful.
Size sausage. Deep or short?
You recognize Chris's car?
He has the air, the little power.
No, I didn't even look up.
Pull it off.
He doesn't own it anymore. One of my customers bought it from them.
Yeah, that thing is strong. I think it'll do it. If not, then we'll.
Yeah, it'll do 150 foot-pounds, so.
That's what I need, right next tool.
Oh, that thing, I love the only thing I use air for is doing the leak down. Otherwise, I don't even use air. I get ratchets and everything with those.
It's strong.
All right, so flywheel bolts. You put the, you put the converter bolts in with this one? Yeah. Okay. You want
Gotta go backwards.
Just a little bit?
A hair. Oh, perfect.
all right, we'll get that out and then you want a roll around creeper?
Yeah, probably.
And Chuck
Well,
will grab it.
let me try it without.
All right, well, it'll take Chuck a minute to grab it anyway. It's all buried back in the back.
Well, we have somebody checks that.
The only problem is you can't see where
It's
you're
a-
at.
Right there.
You're gonna need a wobble block or an extension or something. It's
Okay. See, you
not on
ready?
the-
Check. Put one of those, the big square batteries. They got a little bit more butt behind them. Yeah, that way you can just hook the gun in. There you go. You Loctite it in?
Yes, sir.
Going the right direction. Yep. How many batteries we have?
That was a big ratchet.
We only got one battery, one thing of battery. Let me get a different battery. Perfect. Thank you. It's got two. Yeah, we're gonna have to get there. Right? That's right. We got that too. All right, we need an impact.
You had the creeper here now.
I don't know if it'll do any good, but it'll feel better anyway.
Definitely than that concrete floor.
Thank you, Chuck.
You're welcome.
All right, now we got the big tool.
You know you guys coming over here.
You got the wobble sock
Yep.
on it.
Hold your ears, puppy.
All right. Wow, you got that tight. Sure. That's all. This gun usually can take anything off.
For 3 hours. That should be so tight, huh?
Can you get a ratchet in there?
Is it on the thing without it?
Yeah, it's on it.
It's a wobbler, so let me see the extension. See if I can break it loose with this.
It's supposed to have a high torque capacity on the ratchet I have. I mean the air gun. So we know it torques it pretty well.
Yeah, we do, because that was tight as shit. Okay, now it'll come out.
It's not gonna loosen it up.
I'd probably go with the air gun still. Yeah, it's still tight.
Socket.
Yep. I'll connect it for you. All right. You got it. Wow.
Lock tight.
Yeah. That wasn't going nowhere.
A lot of lactate.
Oh. Yeah, it was on the ground, yeah. All right, so let me go to where am I at? On my exhaust, on my valves, I'm on the exhaust.
Just stay here in case you.
Yeah, just tell me what, it'll probably be a little bit until we get to the next one, I think. So we're gonna go
Hold it.
there.
Go back a hair. You can. Yep. Coming in. Go way still.
Not that easy.
I know. Keep coming towards the firewall. Pressure's kicking on again.
Because of this bump out on the block, you can't get it.
That's what it is. I'm like, what's going on here?
Oh, the air hose is pinched. Turn. Oh, you can't turn the wheel.
I'm like, Leo's pretty strong. He's not letting me pull that. Okay.
What's that?
You got it. It's coming.
that one out okay.
Where you stick
In that bucket right there says flex plate bolts. Right there.
You got the washer too, or is that still in there?
No, no washer. None of them had a washer.
No,
yet.
so far, either they're stuck in the flex plate or there's no washer on there. Get a pick, you can see maybe see if it may be glued in with all the black tape.
Probably is.
It could be glued in.
I bet it is.
All right. So watch and see, because they're probably gonna, these are coming up pretty quick. So
You want a pick or no?
See a washer there?
I don't yet. Keep coming, George. Hold it.
let's just go ahead and get all these out while I'm doing, so I can finish the valves.
Extension. There you go. All right. Ooh, that one's tight, man.
Is it on?
It's
So-
on, but it's not turning yet. There it goes. Start.
So the Wrath asked about the sleeves. So as far as we know, we don't know what the sleeves are. Self-race engines built this engine, and they both unfortunately passed from COVID. This is the reason why we're doing all this information now, because we have no information. They, unfortunately, all that information went with them when they passed. So
Yeah, it's out.
we're going to take this apart to fix our issue right now, which we have a couple cylinders low air. We have a valve seat to fill out of the head, and we're documenting everything as we go. That's why it's going to take a little bit for the tear down, because we have to document everything as we go, because we have to build our own information.
So there's only 3 of them in there.
Wasn't on
I
there.
see Berserker says that they are Darton sleeves, so we'll go with that.
You want to turn that to see if I can get
Okay.
the other warp? One of them came out already, but
Well, we'll just keep going. There's going to be 4 more bolts. So,
oh, I thought you said there's only 3.
oh, it's only
Hold
3.
it. No, keep going. Sorry. All right, hold it. This stuff is in there.
It doesn't matter, you don't need to take it out if it doesn't want to come.
Yeah, when we get to the flex, when we take the plate off.
Other one just fell right out when I grabbed it, and that one's in there too, so I'm not gonna mess with
All right,
it.
so that's it then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got that.
That's a view of the engine I haven't had.
All right, so we'll go back to finishing up the valve adjustments. So we're on number 3, exhaust. Okay.
How are you, what are you using for your reference point to?
So whenever I adjust the valves, I always, as soon as the exhaust moves, you do the intake.
Right.
When the intake,
versa.
then when the intake goes all the way down and comes back up, you do the exhaust. See, like I did that. This is the intakes are just coming up. And you can see where the load is on the exhaust. It's on the flat. It's away from the. I was taught that many years ago, and actually all the cam companies have that. Tell you,
what they
that's what they recommend, because that's the surest way to make sure you're on the base circle.
Yeah.
We have a couple valves that they've moved around quite a bit. That's 18. Yes, that truck got almost 10 miles to the gallon.
No kidding.
Yeah, I mean all the way there and back on 27 gallons of fuel.
That's pretty good.
It's 300 and something miles. So it looks like they're both 16. Yes, 18 won't go in, so 16 for both of those. Okay, now we go to the 7. That's the other thing. Sometimes it works out as you're going through the next valve. It's already right where you need it. Doesn't always happen that way, but the only ones it's a little difficult is like small block Chevy because the cylinders are opposite each other. So you got to remember which one's the exhaust and which one's the intake. You can get screwed up on that pretty quick.
It's real easy, yeah.
16 on that one. You have, I guess you had torque specs on this engine, right?
Torque specs
For like the head bolts and the main bolts and stuff like that?
Yes.
Okay. So we don't have to.
I think the head bolts are like 80. I should have brought the.
Yeah, we don't need that now. I just want to know if we should try to figure that out, or if you had. And I thought about it because you had the engine freshened one other time, so
Yeah.
they had to have that information. They wouldn't be able to do it. We had the door open too long today.
The only thing they never gave me was the harmonic balancer bolt.
8. The latch is an ARP bolt, right? So we can figure out by the diameter of the bolt what it should be.
It's 230.
Okay, so kind of like an LS then.
Because remember, they don't have any keyways normally.
Right.
We do have one on here, but of course that bolt's locked in with Loctite too, so it should be fun.
So 11. And a really loose one again. We got some really, these are looser than what it was when we set them, isn't it? Remember. That's 11. Wow. That's the highest one of the highest ones yet. Got 18 on that one.
That's quite a bit.
Is this a different head than you originally had? It's the same head.
Same head.
Why all of a sudden we must have some kind of lash issues going on, or
But when
valve
John-
seats or something.
When John had it, he had to replace a lot of seats and stuff too. So I don't know what the deal is. 'Cause
These are oversized valves in this, as far as you know.
Yes, they're supposed to be oversized valves. Let's put it that way.
20.
Of course, you're only talking millimeters with this, so
Right.
it's not a huge difference, but he was supposed to port it a little bit more and put the bigger valves in and the good seats in. This is on your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I should tell Mike that I texted him on the way down and said you want to meet us over here. It's his mother's birthday party.
Oh. All right, last one.
Did you go by the firing order, or you just?
I just follow the intake exhaust. Start at number 1, and 'cause when you, I find if I follow the firing order, I sometimes get lost where I'm at.
Yeah.
So I just decide go by the start in the front and work your way back. And that way, you know, you can look at your your 9. Might be 13. Yep, that one's 13. That one's 14. Yeah. So 1 3 0 1 4. So there's the our valve lash. All right. So, we checked that. We did leak down, we did valve lash. Well, it'd be easier to do it with the head off. So I guess now we'll just go ahead and get the engine out. That'll be our next move. Get it up on a stand, and then we can go from there.
What do we have? Still hooking.
Only thing we've done is what you've seen so far. So.
Oh, we got this coming off the turbo.
Yep. I guess that's a good shot. That's gonna move the camera. 7/8. A 7/8 wrench, Chuck. And we're gonna need 9/16 sockets and wrenches. Might as well get the turbo off of it.
Yeah, that's 9/16.
9/16. That's
Yeah,
should be a ½ inch there,
Yeah.
or 7/16. I forget.
It's a
7/16. Always pick the wrong one.
It always happens.
There's 7/16. You have that 9/16. Chuck, can you grab a Dash 4 plastic cap? They're in those little red trays there, right by the orange bag.
Okay, that's okay.
3/4 on that.
What do you want? 3/4?
Yeah, open end. Just hold that up here if you want.
We need a socket to take that off. Allen, it's about a,
Grab the in the socket drawer the red rack of Allen sockets. Oh, that's 7/8. It's gonna be one of the things. It's gonna be that one there. It's gonna be the pointer, the male one.
we need a clipper.
Yep.
7/16 or should be one over here.
7/8.
Oh.
Big guy.
We need the, Chuck, we need the female equivalent of this.
Okay.
What am I doing? I keep grabbing the wrong stuff. All right.
You got
You got a
it,
different
uh,
size? 13?
Yeah, actually, that red bag there has got the AN wrenches. That'll be perfect. Just bring that over and that'll get all of them. Yeah, it's gonna be, I think it's a 10.
We need the 7/8.
So we need a 10 cap and actually the plug for the line. We need the plug for the turbo. I have a 10 here.
There's another.
Yeah. We
You
need.
need this for there,
Oh yeah.
and actually you need another one for the turbo housing. Like about a 4. I think this one's a 5.
There you're all right.
Try to play with the turtle.
You ever notice, no matter how many of those you buy, you never.
Never can find the right ones. Well, some of them left with the last motor I did. And okay, now we need
One more.
a female 10. It's an 8. I just know by looking at them. And there's unfortunately no numbers on them. Let me get this one on there. Yep, there it goes. Yep.
Okay, so we just need the
Like zip ties or
one
wire?
for here. We're gonna just tape this one.
Zip ties or wire?
Yeah,
Or just put a piece of something in it.
we may have a.
That's for the wire. The zip ties. I got smaller ones for zip ties.
That's good.
Oh, Mike.
Cap on another one. Of course, I grabbed the wrong size. 1/2 and 7/16 socket. See, I'm gonna need deep so good. I gotta go over the.
All deep.
Yeah, we gotta get over these studs.
We gotta get this out before we take
Yep.
this.